Hi everyone. Do I look like Santa Claus? I didn't, when I bought this onesie thing, I didn't realise that it was sort of mummy Christmas, isn't it? I just thought it was a red onesie. Look, look where the crotch is. It's halfway down my legs. What do I look like? But it's warm, and I have not been able to get warm all day, really. So I'm glad to have this on. I've got the fire on, I've got the heating on. It's just so darn cold, and we're in for blizzards the next few days, apparently. So that should be nice, Christmas weather. I've not been able to motivate myself today to do not a thing, despite thinking, and my son and his partner were here, and they've decorated one of the walls for me upstairs, which I'll show you probably later. So they've decorated all the one wall that I wanted doing. And I put a new rug down in here, or they put it down for me. But I had great plans, to get on with the Christmas wrapping and to do this and to do that, but I've done nothing. I've just sat by the fire and eaten lunch and drank tea and done nothing much, and I felt quite, I don't know, off, sore throatish and tired. Even though I slept last night, I feel absolutely exhausted, so I don't know. I guess it's grief sitting in as well, that I don't feel that I want to be bothered doing anything really, and I know I've got to. I know I can't afford to let myself wallow in grief, that it's not going to do myself any good, but more importantly, it's not going to do my family any good, so I've got to get out of it somehow. How, I don't know. What do you do? I've been watching a bit of telly, a couple of dark movies, which I don't think they've done much really to brighten my spirits. They're quite dark. I've been reading a book about the Essenes. That's a sect that interests me. Jesus was a member of the Essene sect, and just their last stand on the fortress of Masada, which was a big palace built in the rocks where King Herod had his palaces. And so I'm reading all about that at the moment. I'm finding that interesting, but I can't find any joy in anything. No brightness of being. Going on to YouTube, I noticed earlier today that Mrs. F. Wonderful, her channel has been deleted by YouTube. Not before time, I might add. Not before time. I remember when that woman who was always begging, and always bad language. I mean, she was entertaining in some of her videos, but it got to the point where she was always begging, she was always cussing. She had all this weight loss surgery and dropped a lot of weight, and from there she went into being a real morose, miserable person. But I always remember when she started a GoFundMe, and people were donating. You know what I'm like with GoFundMes? I just hate people scamming and begging for stuff when it's unnecessary, or what they're writing is not strictly true. It's a real peeve of mine. But Mrs. F. Wonderful made a GoFundMe for her people to donate so her dad, her father, could buy a new car. That's like me coming on and saying, right, I'm going to start a GoFundMe because I want to buy my son a brand new car. How many would donate? I wouldn't expect you to. I wouldn't have the nerve to even imagine that I could do a thing like that. And then Chantal, I've got to admit these people are keeping me going at the moment because it's a bit of interest for me. Chantal, in her last but one video, she was saying that she's not going to stream with Mr. Nada, the one who gave her a sexually transmitted disease, allegedly raped May Anderson, blah, blah, blah. And she wasn't going to do a live stream with him on it. And the next thing you see, there she is with him. And acting, I mean, she's nearly 40 years of old, for goodness sake. And she's acting like a coy 15-year-old with him. It's not pleasant to see. He's got no real interest in that except what she can give him monetarily, and building up his channel for him and doing his editing and buying the food that he cooks, which then makes his channel into Nada the chef. So I noticed that before she went to his house, she did a live stream that lasted for 3 hours. Nothing. Just driving from takeaway place to her home and sitting there at the counter saying that she's got to get some stuff done, and she was there putting the dishwasher on, putting some laundry, and all this time, the camera is running. Well, it's like me now saying to you, right, I've just got to do this, and hoovering round and getting 2,000 views while I'm not even on camera. What sort of content is that? And the sooner YouTube jumps on her for what she's doing, the better. But anyway, the last stream was her there with Miss Nada and acting like a 15-year-old, giggling and flirting with him and laughing even at his non-jokes, and it was cringe-worthy. I just wish somebody would offer, if she's got any friends or family who live close, I don't know whether she has, but I just wish somebody would offer to have her cats, because they're sadly neglected, they really are. Anyhow, that's me. I'll show you my wallpapering a bit later. I'll show you my lights right now. Got the fire on. Which is nice. Nice big flame. And there's the lights in the window. They look nice, don't they? And I've got this movie on just coming to an end, Curve, which is about a woman who picks a hitchhiker up, not to be recommended. Anyway, I might come back on, I might show you the decorating upstairs later. They've made a really good job of it. And I'll speak to you all later on. Bye-bye.